Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to be talking about Dollar Tree, trying to see if now is a good time to buy into Dollar Tree as it is falling and it has been falling for about a month now after the missed earnings. They did have a pretty devastating earnings which sent them from doing very well up in the 150s to now at 121. So that is a pretty drastic move down. It has taken a hit. We're going to talk about why that happened and why we can expect Dollar Tree to move higher. Maybe not in the immediate, in the next like month or two, but at least overall in the long term, we can see it hit some all-time highs. And I've got plenty of resources up here to give us a good idea of why that is the case. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is what analysts think about it at the moment. It has an overall buy rating. This is a little bit outdated as this information has been showing the same, about a 55% buy for the past, I don't know, like maybe 6 months. So maybe a little bit outdated, but at least it shows that analysts aren't rushing to downgrade the stock, which could be a pretty good sign. Now, another headline that recently came out this week was this one talking about Dollar Tree increasing prices. So they already brought the base up from $1 to 125. That's a pretty big move. Now, apparently, they're going to be increasing these prices even more. I did read the article, and while it wasn't specific about, the cheaper products like what is currently $1.25, they did talk about raising the overall cap from products that are like $5 to $7. So there is potential for Dollar Tree to make more money there. We're assuming that they're also going to be raising the base probably a little bit more, maybe to around 150, but none of that is certain quite yet, and they may not do that for a while. Now, one thing we do need to talk about regarding news is that they are shutting down Family Dollar stores, which were the main money losers for them. That's why they reported such terrible, terrible EPS because they're just solely focused on closing down stores at the moment to keep the profitable ones going. So, as you guys can see, they've done pretty well in the last couple of years, but it's been kind of slowing down, especially recently, where we see, below $1 in EPS, and then very terrible EPS reported earlier this year, and that is, of course, because they're just closing down stores. So we can expect from here, because they are closing down those stores, for EPS to go back up, bringing the stock price back up. But another thing that we need to talk about, is the prices we can expect it to hit. So the current 2025 price target is around $135. Of course, these aren't certain; they're definitely going to be hit. It's just what people are expecting. And $135 isn't very generous. We were just at 150, so this is kind of saying that it could maybe even underperform the overall market. So at the moment, Dollar Tree at this price of 121 may not be the greatest stock to get into in terms of the best risk to reward, what's going to yield you the most amount of returns. And that's why I make a ton of other videos on very undervalued stocks. So in this case, I'd say Dollar Tree is undervalued, but not to the point where we want to start buying quite yet. As we can see, even in like 2028, analysts aren't expecting it to get back into the range of targeting like the $200 range where we were before over here. Back in, I believe this was 2022. It was 176. I think at one point maybe 180. No, about 177 is where it peaked. So with that being said, I'd expect Dollar Tree by the end of the year. I think this 10% prediction is fairly accurate. Um, Now, it's hard to say when it'll make that move because if we take a look at their next earnings expectations, EPS isn't expected to do very well. However, it is at least not getting worse. That's the good news. The good news is that it looks like the very worst is behind us, and from here on out, it looks like Dollar Tree could do pretty well. But I'd like to start buying probably anywhere. Let's go ahead and make a price range. anywhere in this zone of 113 to 102. I don't expect it to fall below this trend line. If it does, I will be buying pretty considerably. But with that being said, yeah, this is around the range that I do want to start buying, with profit targets maybe around, I don't know, at this point probably like high 150s. I think it could easily get there within the next 1 or 2 years. So thank you guys very much for watching. Like I said, I make videos on, in my opinion, even better stocks to buy right now. One we just looked at was Rivian. I just uploaded that one, but we've also done videos on Chewy, on Disney, and Disney's up a lot from where we got in, on NEO, things like that. Uh, Personally, I have not entered NEO, and it looks like that was a good decision. Um, but yeah, there's plenty of stocks we do videos on, so make sure if you aren't already subscribed to like this video, subscribe and check those out, because I do believe they are pretty good. It's pretty good content. You know, most of the stocks that I have done genuine reviews on that I actually buy into have outperformed, if not equally performed, the stock market. So with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.